Hey YouTube, my name is Nick, and what I have here is a package of stuff that I've imported from Japan. And the most notable thing in this box is a very uncommon PlayStation 3 system, which is a slim model. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this box, and I will show you everything that I've imported, because it's not just the PlayStation 3. Okay, that's the PlayStation 3. This goes with the PlayStation 3, and so do these. And then we have these as well. Okay, so we'll start off with the boring things. This is just a LAN adapter for the Nintendo Wii, so it allows you to use Ethernet for the Wii. However, one really neat thing that a lot of people may not have known about these is that they also work with the Nintendo Switch. So this was pretty cheap, but you can see it there. Pretty straightforward. You just plug in your cable there, and then this goes into one of the USB ports. But yeah, this also works on the Nintendo Switch, which is pretty cool. I also bought a Japanese copy of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire. This game from the North American region is worth about $2,000 or something like that. Sometimes I've seen even $3,000, but in Japan, this game is actually relatively cheap. I only paid like 20 or 30 bucks. And I have a video that I will make in relation to this to show off something that a lot of people may not have known about. I also bought this copy of Chibi Robo for the Wii. And this copy of the game is actually very interesting because this was a Japanese exclusive. And one really neat feature about this was that it was actually a play control supported game. So this version of the game added motion controls to Chibi Robo on the Wii. And this, again, only released in Japan. And this is actually the cheapest way to play Chibi Robo in English, and you might be wondering how that is possible. And the way how you do that is through a homebrewed Nintendo Wii, so I will show that off in another video as well. And then we have the biggest item here, which is the PlayStation 3. So it actually came with a bunch of games. The most notable one here is on the front, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm gonna try that out in another video when I test this PS3 to make sure it works. But for now, I'm just going to undo the packaging and just show everything that I got here. Okay, so looking through the titles we got included with this PlayStation 3, we got Grand Theft Auto 5, which has a 0Z rating, which I'm assuming is basically the equivalent of M for mature, but in Japan. And here's the back of the case. It's got these interesting little logos here. It says for Japan only, but the PS3 is not region locked, so I would assume that this would work on my North American PS3, no problem. But I'm actually kind of excited to see what this will play like. Like, I wonder if there's like any Japanese dubbing or anything. So we'll save that for another video. There's also Battlefield 4, which looks pretty standard. And then there's some interesting other titles here. This one looks like it's a baseball game of sorts. There's a Dragon Ball Z game. I'm not really a Dragon Ball Z guy, but this was included with the PS3, so that's pretty neat. We have, I think this might be a Tekken game. I'm not entirely sure. And then this is another one, which I'm also not sure what the title is. It looks like it might be a Monster Hunter game, but I really don't know. But these two are probably the most interesting ones, and I'm going to check this one out in another video for sure. Oh yes, I forgot. I also purchased a memory pack for the N64. They said it was untested, so I have no idea if it works or if there's any interesting saves on it, so we'll take a look at that in another video as well. These are two controllers that were included with this PlayStation 3. Unfortunately, the one that matches the console is broken. It has issues, I believe, if I remember correctly from the listing I purchased from. And that's okay, because I can repair that, no problem. So this is the controller that has the problems. And as you can tell by the color, it is an interesting shade of blue. And since we're basically here and you already have the answer, what I have here is a Splash Blue PlayStation 3 Slim console. They made about only 50,000 of those. Interestingly, I see for the writing, like on the back, it says CECH ZC2J, so that leads me to believe that this proves that it's it's a Japanese region PlayStation 3 controller, because usually the US PlayStation 3 controllers say CECH ZC2U, which makes sense. There seems to be some damage here, which, okay, sure. I've seen damage on the controllers, like especially here, because when they get set down, they scrape on surfaces when you place it. On the black, it's kind of less noticeable. Moving on, now we'll finally reveal the actual unit itself. And unfortunately, all Splash Blue PlayStation 3s from Japan are CECH 3000 models, so these cannot be custom firmwared. Unfortunately, of course you can run Hen on it, but you know, I kind of didn't check. I just saw, ooh, it was blue, and it looked like it was a good price. And it was a good price, and so I bought it without really thinking. And then I realized there's also the titanium blue, which was like a Gran Turismo special edition that I probably should have bought instead. But I already purchased this one, and I was like, it's too late. So we're pulling this out. Let's see. It looks a tad bit dirty, but in terms of scratching, that seems pretty good. Yeah, it's just a little bit dirty. Could use a little bit of cleaning and it will be alright. I wonder if they factory reset it. So we'll check what's on the hard drive as well in another video. So I'll use this PlayStation 3 to test Grand Theft Auto 5 and see how it plays. So yeah, that was everything that I imported from Japan this time. So we got Japanese Pokemon box. We have Wii Chibi Robo. This N64 memory pack. And some games that came with the PS3. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.